How's it going, my fellow shiny Pokemon? Shiny Snorlax here, bringing you guys Pokemon Showdown RU fight. And if you hear any noise in the background, I am at one of my relatives' house. And also, as always, link in the description for the team preview. Other than that, let's get the fight started. Opponent leads off with the Spiritomb. I lead off my blue hair equals anime. I go for a sleep powder to put the Spiritomb asleep, so I could try to set up. Opponent switches out into its Durant, and I set up one Quiver Dance. I outspeed the Durant, and I go for a Hidden Power Rock and take out the Durant. Opponent brings out its Dusknoir, and I go for a Quiver Dance, predicting a Sucker Punch, but as you can see, I was wrong. Opponent went for a Fire Punch, but I do survive, and then the opponent goes for a Sucker Punch. I bring out my Bro, and opponent goes for a Fire Punch, and I go for a Will-O-Wisp because Dusknoir is pretty bulky. Opponent goes for a Fire Punch and does very little damage from the Baron. I go for a Foul Play, get Jack ton damage in, and I switch out into my I is cute the Quagsire and hoping for the Baron to take it out. Opponent went for a Fire Punch, doesn't do that much, and the Baron does not take it out. Opponent goes for a Sucker Punch. I predicted that, so I went for a Recover, and the Dusknoir goes down from the Baron. Opponent brings out his Lilligant. I switch out into my Bro, the special defensive tank, and opponent puts my Bro to sleep. And I bring out my KFC the Moltres, and opponent sets up one Quiver Dance. Opponent goes for a Pellet Dance, and does it bring it back to a half. I go for a Fire Blast and take out the Lilligant. Opponent brings out its Feraligatr. Opponent sets up one Dragon Dance, and I go for a Hidden Power Grass, and almost take out the Feraligatr. Opponent goes for a Waterfall and takes out my KFC the Moltres, and I switch on to my Booger the Hitmonlee, and I go for a Mach Punch and take out the Feraligatr. Opponent brings out its Aggron, and I go for a Mach Punch, and opponent goes for a Rock Polish, trying to get its speed up, but it doesn't matter because I go for a Mach Punch. Opponent brings out its Spiritomb, and I go for an Earthquake, trying to get as much damage as possible. And I go for another Earthquake, and I believe it wakes up. Yes, it does. And it goes for a Curse and kills itself. So yeah, that was a pretty decent battle if you ask me. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe to become a shiny Pokemon. I'll see you next time.